We always hear that hydration is key to healthy, glowing skin. But here's the issue. Plain water by itself is neutral. It hydrates, yes, but it doesn't nourish. It doesn't send the signals your body needs to rebuild collagen, smooth out fine lines, or prevent the sagging that comes with age. And that's why today's episode is called Stop Drinking Plain Water. Not because water is bad, but because you can make it work harder for you. Tell me in the comments, what symptom bothers you the most today? Type the phrase, "I want to live better." That's right. Once you pass your mid-20s, your natural collagen production begins to decline. And by your 40s, it's dropping fast. If you're still just drinking water without adding the building blocks your skin cells need, you're not doing enough. The skin isn't just about surface creams. It starts from within with what you feed your body every single day, including what you drink. In this episode, we're going to walk you through exactly what to add to your daily water to help stimulate collagen, firm up your skin, and fight back against wrinkles. These aren't gimmicks. They're real evidence-backed ingredients that support skin from the inside out. And you can start using them today. So stay with us. This might be the most practical beauty advice you've heard in a long time. And it starts with the most basic habit of all, drinking water, but doing it smarter. Think of collagen as the steel frame holding up a skyscraper. When you were younger, that frame was robust, constantly maintained, and totally flexible. Collagen is the most abundant protein in your body, providing structure, elasticity, and that firm feel we associate with youth. But here's the reality check, especially if you're approaching 30 or already well past it. Your body's repair crews start to get lazy. Studies show that after you hit 25, your collagen production decreases by about 1% every year. That might not sound like much, but it accelerates dramatically, especially if you lead a high-stress lifestyle, spend time in the sun, or hit major hormonal changes like perimenopause or menopause. For many women, the loss can be severe in the immediate postmenopausal years. We are talking about up to a 30% reduction in collagen within just 5 years. This isn't just cosmetic, it's a structural breakdown manifesting as flaccidity, deepening lines, and the overall loss of that youthful bounce. What do most people do when they see these changes? They head straight for the skincare aisle at Target or Sephora and drop $75, $150, even $300 on the latest peptide serum or firming cream. Now, topical treatments are great for surface hydration, moisture barrier repair, and minor texture improvements. But a cream cannot rebuild that internal steel frame. It cannot reach the deeper layer of the skin, the dermis, where the true collagen factory operates. That factory, comprised of specialized cells called fibroblasts, requires a constant supply of very specific raw materials to synthesize new, strong collagen fibers. If you are drinking 7 or 8 glasses of plain tap water every day, you are certainly keeping the factory floor clean and well hydrated, but you are not delivering the necessary construction materials, the nutrients, needed for high-quality production. This is the critical gap we need to close. We have been taught that hydration equals health, but we have missed the crucial next step, functional hydration. We need water that acts as a targeted delivery system, carrying the specific amino acids, vitamins, and minerals required to tell the body, hey, we are rebuilding the scaffolding today. If you don't provide the internal signals and the building blocks, your body simply prioritizes essential functions, like keeping your brain and kidneys running, over manufacturing premium anti-aging structural proteins for your skin. Your skin is always the last organ in line for nutrients, and if the supply is thin, it shows up as laxity around the jawline, deepening nasolabial folds, and a general lack of firmness you used to take for granted. So, let's talk about how to stop wasting your daily water intake and start making it work like an internal repair crew. The simple solution is functional hydration, transforming your daily water into a nutrient elixir tailored for collagen synthesis. This isn't about expensive prepackaged specialty drinks that cost $6 a bottle. This is about simple additions you can make at home right now that address 3 key phases of collagen management. First, providing the structural blueprints. Second, catalyzing the manufacturing process. And third, stabilizing the finished product so it lasts. We need to start with the true catalyst, the ingredient without which the entire collagen manufacturing process grinds to a halt: vitamin C. This isn't a theory, it's a biological mandate. Vitamin C, or ascorbic acid, is absolutely indispensable for the creation and stabilization of collagen. It works as a necessary cofactor for the enzymes, specifically prolyl hydroxylase and lysyl hydroxylase, that cross-link the individual amino acid chains, turning them into the strong triple helix structure that gives skin its strength. Without enough vitamin C present in your system, your body ends up producing weak, unstable collagen fibers that quickly break down. You could be flooding your body with protein, but if you don't have the catalyst, the factory is locked. The mistake most people make is taking one massive 1,000 milligram vitamin C supplement in the morning, which often results in flushing 80% of it out of their system because the body can only absorb so much at once. Functional hydration gives us a workaround: constant, gentle infusion. By adding vitamin C-rich ingredients to your water throughout the day, you are providing a steady supply, keeping those enzyme catalysts active 24/7. We're talking about infusing your water with slices of lemons or limes, adding a small amount of pure acerola powder, or using dark berries like blackberries and raspberries. These not only make your water taste fantastic, but they turn a mundane habit into a powerful, sustained, anti-aging ritual, ensuring your fibroblasts always have the necessary tools to keep running the collagen production line smoothly. Vitamin C is the key, the switch that turns the factory on. But once the factory is running, we need the actual raw materials to build the frame itself. While your diet supplies amino acids, there's one specific shortcut that provides pre-digested, highly available building blocks that communicate directly to your skin cells, telling them, "Start remodeling here and now." This is arguably the most impactful item you can drop into your glass for visible firmness and elasticity. You might be paying a premium for these peptides in specialty drinks, but understanding what they are and why they work is the first step toward getting maximum results for minimum cost. You need to know exactly which type to look for, and the science behind how these short chains of protein bypass digestion to target skin repair directly. This is the difference between simply aging gracefully and actively turning back the clock on your skin structure. That difference becomes visibly clear once we hit the collagen cliff. For most of us, this structural decline doesn't start in our 50s. It kicks off subtly around age 25, but the effects usually don't become apparent until our late 30s or early 40s, when the steady, slow reduction in new collagen production finally reaches a tipping point. Think of collagen as the steel framework inside a skyscraper. When that steel starts to rust and weaken, the exterior walls, which are your skin layers, begin to slump and fold. You see this first as a loss of elasticity. Your skin doesn't snap back the way it used to, especially if you pinch it lightly on the back of your hand or cheek. Then we see the deeper lines, not just the expression lines, but the gravitational ones, the deepening nasolabial folds, the downturned corners of the mouth, and most commonly, the slow, insidious sagging along the jawline, often called jowls. This crisis is dramatically accelerated by hormonal shifts. Women going through perimenopause and menopause can lose up to 30% of their collagen matrix within the first 5 years, leading to a profound, rapid loss of firmness. And this is where the biggest mistake in anti-aging happens: trying to solve a structural failure with external methods alone. We've all done it. We get desperate and start spending hundreds of dollars on fancy creams packed with external peptides or high-end retinols. We invest in aggressive fractional laser treatments or expensive facials, hoping to force the skin to rebuild itself. While these external treatments can improve the surface texture and stimulate a slight injury response, they fundamentally ignore the internal deficiency. You are trying to wallpaper over a collapsing foundation. If your body doesn't have the specific raw materials and the catalyst to synthesize a new, functional collagen structure from the inside out, those creams and serums are fighting a losing battle, and often leave you feeling frustrated, wondering why you are spending so much money for minimal temporary gains. The critical insight here is that you must provide the internal infrastructure before expecting external tools to work. We must feed the fibroblasts, those tiny factories in your skin, the highest quality raw materials in the most accessible format possible. And this is where we return to those specific short chains of protein, the ones that bypass the slow, complex digestion process that breaks down whole proteins. We're talking about hydrolyzed collagen peptides. Unlike eating a large steak, which provides amino acids that your body might use for muscle repair, energy, or hair growth, consuming specific, shorter peptides is like sending a direct, non-stop text message straight to your skin cells saying, "Urgent repair needed. Use these exact blocks." These peptides, typically labeled as types I and III, are so small, measured in Daltons, that they are absorbed intact in the gut and are circulated via the bloodstream directly to the connective tissues. Clinical studies are incredibly clear on this. Consistent ingestion doesn't just provide raw materials, it signals the fibroblasts to dramatically boost their own natural collagen production. This is the ultimate internal repair kit, the targeted delivery system for rebuilding that strong framework. But remember, the peptides are the materials. Vitamin C is still the switch. For the highest return on investment, we need them working together, constantly infused into your system via your functional hydration strategy. So, the core concept we need to adopt is functional hydration. It's not just about mindlessly drinking water, it's about actively making that water a potent delivery vehicle. We are enriching the neutral water we drink with the exact necessary tools the fibroblasts need to execute the intense repair job we've signaled them to start. We've already established that incorporating high-quality hydrolyzed collagen peptides, typically a scoop or two in your daily water, provides the necessary bricks. Now let's talk about maximizing their use, starting with the first non-negotiable component. Vitamin C. Think of vitamin C as the construction foreman. Without sufficient C, the entire collagen synthesis process grinds to a complete halt. Those raw peptides you just consumed simply float around without the ability to be properly incorporated into the skin matrix. We often turn to massive single-dose vitamin C supplements, but because C is water-soluble, your body flushes out much of what it can't use immediately. The superior strategy for collagen is constant low-dose infusion. We want to steadily bathe our system in it throughout the day. This is why transforming your water with simple, natural sources works so beautifully. Incorporating citrus wedges, lemon, lime, or orange, a handful of frozen raspberries, or a splash of pure, unsweetened acerola cherry juice into your water bottle transforms it immediately. This provides a gentle, yet continuous supply, ensuring that whenever those hydrolyzed collagen peptides circulate, the vitamin C switch is already flipped, ready to bind the protein chains together and stabilize them into useful, elastic fibers. But the materials and the foreman aren't enough if the scaffolding holding the structure together is weak. To truly ensure the collagen fibers, once built, are strong, flexible, and last, we need specialized trace minerals. Look specifically for silica. This mineral is often overlooked in the discussion of skin health, but it is absolutely critical for improving the integrity and flexibility of the collagen structure itself, ensuring the matrix doesn't become brittle. You can find forms of bioavailable silica in things like mineral water drops designed for infusion, or even in natural sources like cucumber water. Beyond silica, we also need to ensure a proper balance of zinc and copper. These aren't just for immune support. They are crucial components required by the specific enzymes that stabilize the newly formed collagen fibers, preventing them from degrading quickly due to metabolic stress. Getting these trace elements through a balanced, functional electrolyte mix added to your water, or even through the natural infusion of certain seeds or herbs, ensures full synergy. The peptides are the bricks, vitamin C is the mortar, and the trace minerals are the strong steel reinforcement beams, ensuring the final structure is robust and durable. This targeted infusion strategy, peptides, vitamin C, and supportive minerals, is the core mechanism that separates mere hydration from truly functional, anti-aging cellular support. Now that we've built the structure, we need to focus on protecting it. Now that we've built the structure, we need to focus on protecting it. Think of it this way. You've invested time and energy in synthesizing strong, new collagen fibers, the beautiful wood frame of your house. But you wouldn't leave that frame exposed to the relentless rain and sun, would you? The constant exposure to oxidative stress caused by pollution, UV rays, poor sleep, and metabolic activity is the primary reason why collagen breaks down prematurely. This is where the final layer of your functional hydration strategy comes in. Antioxidants delivered continuously. We can integrate protection seamlessly by using cold infusion of certain herbal teas. Instead of reaching for highly processed sugary iced teas, consider incorporating cold-brewed hibiscus or rooibos tea into your rotation. Hibiscus is packed with anthocyanins, which are potent antioxidants that specifically target the free radicals responsible for collagen degradation. If you infuse a handful of dried hibiscus petals into cold water overnight, you get a vibrant, tart, and deeply restorative base for your daily hydration. Rooibos, meanwhile, is fantastic because it's naturally caffeine-free and contains unique polyphenols that have demonstrated powerful anti-aging properties in cellular studies. Rotating these infusions means you are constantly neutralizing damage as it occurs, safeguarding those beautiful new collagen structures you've just worked so hard to build. So, how do you put this whole framework into practice? It's not about complexity, it's about strategic layering. Start your morning with a large filtered water bottle. This is your base. Add your dose of hydrolyzed collagen peptides, the bricks. Then, ensure the vitamin C switch is flipped by adding lemon wedges, a squeeze of lime, or a splash of acerola juice, the mortar. While this strategy is highly beneficial for everyone seeking to improve skin elasticity, we see the most dramatic results in specific groups. Those over 30, individuals experiencing high chronic stress, or anyone going through major hormonal shifts, such as postpartum recovery or perimenopause, menopause, where the biological demand for collagen support skyrockets. A word of caution as your friend and doctor. While this hydration framework is based on natural ingredients, if you have pre-existing kidney conditions, or if you are taking specific medications, especially diuretics or blood thinners, always discuss adding high volumes of certain minerals or herbs, like hibiscus, with your primary care provider. Safety first, always. Ultimately, the power of functional hydration is not in the perfection of any single ingredient, but in the radical consistency of the framework. It transforms a neutral habit, drinking water, into a powerful, daily, anti-aging ritual. By transforming your water bottle into a customized delivery system for peptides, vitamin C, trace minerals, and protective antioxidants, you move beyond mere surface-level hydration. You are continuously sending the necessary nutritional signals to your body, prompting sustained cellular repair and visible skin transformation. This is the difference between simply quenching your thirst and truly nourishing your structure from the inside out. We at Much More Health believe that sustainable health comes from small, daily, intelligent choices, and making your water functional is one of the easiest and most powerful changes you can make today. I want to know if the content helped you today. Right here. It helped me, or I need more.